Welcome back, everyone. In this episode, we are going to try some Westerhall Estate Rum. We are going to crack open that barrel and take a sip out of the Clyde Mays that's been sitting there for about 2.5 months now. I want to thank and congratulate everyone. We made it to 100 subscribers. We're having a lot of fun, so tell your friends, hit like and subscribe. It's another hot and steamy day. The birds are chirping, so let's go have a drink. Hello everyone, we are still in Florida. We haven't done any new trips yet, but we are happy to say that Mike is still in town, and before he leaves town very shortly, we got together again to do another episode. Welcome back, Mike.
Thanks. Still as humid.
Yes, a little sticky here.
When does winter kick in?
That late February, I think. We get winter for about 2 to 3 weeks. It'll dip down to a very chilly, like 40, maybe 45 if we're lucky, and then it almost immediately, like a week later, will start warming up. I'm
telling you, I'm getting the moves, sweats.
Oh yeah. Oh. And if you can't tell, Mike is donning one of our wonderful new shirts. He's got some swag on. I've got the hat swag on. Unfortunately, I'm in my my prison uniform. I'm here on a conjugal visit, I think.
Not with me.
No. But you know, they let me out. They let me out so I could do this is my community service here. So, and this shirt, of course, my wife wants to, say orange is the new black. And so
the moisture wickening shirt, I don't know how it's wickening underneath there, but I can see the sweat on the collar.
It is brutal. It is brutal out here. We are still having a couple days now past Sally still. So we are, still in that extremely humid time frame. It didn't rain today much, so but it is thick in the air. It's it's hard to breathe out here. So, but yeah, again, guys, we've got swag here, and the shirt Mike's wearing. And if you guys, I forgot to mention last time. Also, if you want a flag, let me know. I've got some flags that we can make up and have shipped out to you. So, again, give us a comment or let us know, email, Facebook, whatever. So today we are going to try some rum as usual. We don't have anything to show as far as baked or smoked goods, but we are smoking. I don't know if you got a chance to see, but
over there, the brisket.
We are smoking a corned beef brisket. Been smoking for about 7 or 8 hours now. It's not a very big one. It's yay size or so. It's a small one, but it's been smoking for about 7 or 8 hours, so it should be done any time now. And it looks pretty good. Now this is I can't remember where she gets this, but it is a pre-seasoned corned beef brisket. It's a little salty, but man, it is really good. If you're Irish, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so if you're into the corned beef brisket, it is really good. I'm definitely kind of the corned beef and hash or corned beef and eggs morning breakfast kind of guy, and so that's I definitely hang there.
With all the sweating that we have going on,
right?
Corned beef, salty.
Yeah,
it will be a good replenisher.
Yes, it is very. That was good. Good point. So what else is we got? We're a couple more days past last video, so we've got a couple more days then on the barrel. We are going to give that a shot and just kind of literally take a shot and see what it's like after we're a little over what would be classified as 6 months on a small barrel like that. Again, if you don't remember, in a couple of videos back, we talked about how the smaller the barrel, the more surface area, and thus the less time it actually takes to age the alcohol inside. So about, what did we say? It was
you have
July.
Flavoring in there too, don't you?
Nope. That is
okay.
just pure barrel.
Just pure age.
Yeah, just pure barrel. It's pure aging. Clyde Mays. Clyde Mays? Hayes.
Clyde Mays.
I always say that wrong. Clyde Mays. bourbon.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I know. I can't. I'll get it right one of these days. I'll get it right after we try it. Right. So
maybe we should wait to drink until the show.
Yeah. Oh, there's a thought. So yeah, as you said, yeah, we've tried some rum already. We are partaking in the toasted coconut siesta key rum.
Oh wait, we are.
Yeah. Oh well, I am.
We are.
He is already gone and he's.
Guess who's sleeping on the couch?
He's well into it now. So, and then again, he's taking back some rum for Kevin and some other stuff. So, Kevin, it might make it there. Really, I mean, at this point, it could be a number of reasons it's not going to make it to Virginia. But so what we've got is hold on.
T-shirt. Kevin, this is your T-shirt.
It's all nice and warm for you.
He'll get a laugh out of that.
Yes, he will. He's the one that out of anybody, he's the one that pokes and prods for content and for
Oh really?
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, he's a critic.
Yeah, he's quite a critic. Yeah. So there you go, Kevin. You get a wet Southern Florida sweaty T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Sniff it good.
So, all right, so we got some rum again in the bag. Let's see what we got in the bag.
Bag of surprise.
We are going to try Westerhall. We've got Westerhall Plantation Rum.
Westerhall Estates, to be exact.
Yes, excuse me, there's an Estates there. Westerhall Estates Plantation Rum from Grenada. I'll put that right up here. Tell us, Mike, what can you tell us about Westerhall?
So Westerhall is about 43% alcohol, so that's, if we're doing math, carry the 86% proof.
Thank you.
Yep. It's a rather not too expensive. It's about $30 a bottle.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
very reasonable.
The one thing I'm glad that we actually got it, because remember last time I was like, oh, I wish we had one that had a wax seal.
Yeah.
It's got a wax seal, people.
How nice, a wax seal.
And hopefully the cork comes out.
Yeah.
But so it's got the wax seal. So the one thing I want you guys to know is that what we're not going to sound like when we're talking about the rums is when you read reviews, and it's, when you're looking at the rum, it's deep golden color with flashes of bronze, and over the palate it's a bright assertiveness of fruit and cookies, and that is not us. We're regular weekend guys that like to sit down, relax, and have a drink and enjoy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So.
Well, and that's a good point, because I've read those reviews, and that's part of the reason I started this channel, is because I've read reviews on rum, and I'm always looking for the good rums too. But you read these reviews, and it's like, what is he even saying?
Yeah.
I mean, some of the content that they use and the words they use. I mean, we're rum guys. We're halfway to being a pirate. We're not linguistics.
So let me give you a slight example of what we're not going to say. The rum washes over the palate with a bright assertiveness as the fruit and cookies again make themselves known. So does the strong impression of tropically aged oak. We now get some citrus added to the mix, represented by Seville orange peel and Meyer lemon, both of which are quickly rounded out by chantilly. That's whipped cream, people. Chantilly cream and a hint of molasses. That is not us.
No, I mean, when you're reading a review for us, we don't want you to go, hey, spouse, what does chantilly mean? I mean, I'm sorry, but I haven't heard chantilly since the Big Bopper and Chantilly lace full of grace hair down.
Wait, Chantilly lace, that means it was a whipped cream lace.
Yes, it's very, I'm not saying anything.
Honey, check Amazon.
Yeah. It's...
So the interesting thing about Westerhall, as I did a little bit of research on it, is that they no longer are doing this using native sugarcane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so it's not made of rum that's actually distilled on the island. So Westerhall, all their rums are imported from Trinidad.
Interesting.
And then they bottle it and blend it on the island.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And another blender, like the some of the other ones we've done, where it's they take different flavors of different rums and blend them together to get the flavor they're looking for.
But I mean, it is a copper pot distilled.
Okay.
So and then it's aged for about 6 years in a bourbon cask. So
bourbon cask.
Yeah.
There we go. We're trying to do that too.
That's why we're here on that
Yeah.
one. So a lot of the reviews talk about how it's silky smooth and it's different flavoring notes. Some of them are saying that it's woody in flavor. Others are saying, you open it up and it smells like a freshly sliced banana nut bread.
I love.
Don't get me started on banana.
Or wood. Marketing director walks away with an eye roll. Love it. Okay.
But they use the reference to, and I think this is probably one of the first rums where we heard the reference of cane juice.
Yeah, that is interesting.
A cane juice rum.
So I don't know how different that is to, so okay, when they take cane, right, they have to mash mash it out of there. So I'm not sure. They soak the sugar cane until it becomes soft or moist, and then they mash it out. So I'm not sure if there's much of a difference, or they're just,
I mean, it almost sounds like it's like a sugar cane simple syrup.
Right. Yeah. Exactly,
kind of thing. So
that's very interesting. So I mean, if anybody knows what that means, let us know. Again, we are not,
out of Grenada, by the way.
Yes, out of Grenada, which is interesting. So it's out of Grenada, but they get their rums from Trinidad.
Trinidad, yeah. As I put on my old man readers.
I'd say no problem with that. So that's interesting. I mean, it's still, they're all very, Grenada and Trinidad, not that far away. It's still all the same region, probably the same similar flavors in sugar cane, or molasses. So yeah.
So the other interesting thing about Westerhall is the fact that they literally, in their inventory, only have about 3 barrels a day of production.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, that's how limited. So that tells you how much rum and of course, all the other stuff that they're bringing in to blend.
So that's interesting too, because that's not much production.
No.
To keep the bottle.
It's a family-owned business.
To keep the bottle at that low price. That is very impressive.
Cinnamon, cardamom, red pepper, vanilla cream. Of course, that one reviewer, cookies, and everything else.
Fabulous. Yeah, I'm excited. So, what do we need to pop that? Oh, it's got a little lip on, or a little tag.
Yeah.
Nice. So you don't have to bite it off. Great.
Oh, look, I can actually get this open.
Right. All right. Let's
Not
check.
like last week.
Yeah, the plantation. Let's see if who does a better cork here. Oh, sorry, plantation rum. Better cork came this way.
All right, so.
Okay, so it's not. And it might be just the dampness in the air, but I'm not smelling a whole lot out of that.
No, I smell a lot of alcohol.
Yeah. What was that term? No rum funk. There's no rum funk out of it.
No.
No.
A couple new terms. I think we mentioned rum funk before, but also Hogo.
Hogo.
You looked them up. Please share with other people that are watching this
Let's
video.
get these trending. I didn't even know what rum funk was. I thought it was,
I mean, I've experienced a lot of other funk.
It's not a good thing like you would think it would be.
I usually had to go to a doctor for a cream, so.
Oh, wait, no. I got some sweetness there. a little smooth shot there. I think I kept it a little too long.
I was gonna say I just kept that one too long too.
Oh yeah. No, it's not quite as smooth as I was thinking it would be.
I wonder if that's because it's the cane juice instead of a.
Yeah, maybe that's.
It sounds kind of gross. What are you drinking there? Cane juice.
Yeah, if anything, I would describe this as very similar to the Big Five or some of the other.
I would say this is kind of like a mixer rum.
So I was just gonna say, as I take a drink of Coke Zero, that's it goes very, very well with Coke Zero. It does have a smooth.
I try to hold it on the tongue just to see if
you can get anything up. Yeah, it does have a smooth, thickness to it, if you will, where it's not like watery. I would almost say, some of the other rums we've had kind of been more, watery, where this has got some a different flavor to it, some thickness to it, if you will. It's not bad. Like I said, I think, when I mix these two, I take a sip of this and take a sip of Coke Zero. It's great. I mean, it would definitely be a great mixer.
Now see, they say copper kettles, freshly crushed sugar cane juice. When you do the Coke Zero and the
that's right. That's a good spot right there. So, excuse me, a Cuba Libre and Coke, and you want to step it up from Captain or step it up from McCarty.
Yeah,
I'd hit
Westerhall in it.
Yeah, Westerhall. Yeah, thumbs up. Good job for a mixing rum. I'd give it that category. So I guess from there, I'm really excited about this. We've got our clean. I'm gonna rinse my palate for a minute and.
Oh, I gotta cap the rinse.
I am excited. This is the barrel I got. I think she looked it up. It was in mid-July, and we've been distilling some bourbon in there for since then. And so I think it's gonna be done Halloween.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So my plan is I'm not
Good luck, kids, getting candy.
Yeah. Right. Here you go. No. So my plan, because I'm not a big whiskey drinker, is maybe save a bottle for myself, and then, of course, sir, because you gave me the great idea, I'm going to give you a bottle, and then viewers, if you want a bottle, let me know. Especially if you're local, send a comment, and I will save you a bottle. Now, as we all know, there's 3 bottles of whiskey in there, or bourbon, excuse me.
Clyde Mays.
Clyde Mays with an M, not H, M. So Clyde Mays is in there. We actually shoved Clyde Mays in there. But there's 3 bottles, but you know how it goes. The devil takes his cut. So there's not going to be 3 bottles that come out of that.
Yeah.
So I will, separate those or whatever. And
I can't help but stare at it.
yeah, I know. I'm super excited. All right, let's do this. Enough of the chit chat. Let's go. All right, let me get this guy out of the way.
Yeah, you.
So here, again, there we go. Westerhall Estates Plantation, very good rum. Not quite a sipping rum, but definitely good for mixing. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's try this guy here.
You want to turn him so that he.
Oh yeah. All right, let's turn him so we can go like this.
Oh, bonus.
Yeah. All right, so you're not going to see us do this part because, but let's see how this goes.
Oh, the color looks good.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you got to relieve the pressure,
There's got to be some air there.
Yeah. You know, sometimes when you have the Tide bottle and it's collapsing in.
Can you smell that? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
All right, I'm going to take that shot. Ooh, that is not what it looked like when it went in. Let me just tell you that right now.
Honey, I'll be home when this is empty.
Yeah. Now, Mike is more of the whiskey bourbon connoisseur, so I'm going to let him take over here. But to me, I'm going to tell you right now, that smells awesome.
Let's turn her back towards the audience there.
Yeah, if they made a candle of that smell, I would
So as I
throw a pinky in the air and buy that candle.
As I've told John before, Clyde Mays is a great story. Clyde Mays, as we've mentioned in previous videos, just to recap, people who may have not watched it, he came back from World War II as a veteran, tried a couple different odd and end jobs, and then he found himself running whiskey.
Yep.
And then, of course, he got in a lot of trouble with running whiskey and everything else. And then his son, I believe it was, that found his recipe.
Yeah.
And decided to make a legitimate business out of his father's recipe.
Obviously, post-prohibition, where he could make a legitimate business. But yeah, I mean, that's there's so many stories. Oh, and my wife brought a bottle out so we can show what we're talking about. This is Clyde Mays. This is what is inside this bottle. This is what it looks like now, and I can guarantee you this is not what it looked like when it went in there.
So I mean, it's a hint darker. Yeah.
Smells fantastic. Man, that smells good.
Definitely has a lot more smoke to it.
Yeah.
Than it did in the.
More oak, more
yeah,
wood.
a lot more oak.
All right.
Wow. It's almost like a cask strength.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, and it's not because it's fresh out of a bottle, right?
Right.
And it's poured in there, but it almost has that power of a
Wow,
cask.
that is.
strength.
I mean, there's a. You're breathing it as you breathe out.
Yeah.
I can still taste
It's fantastic.
Yeah, that is
That's the one
really
thing
good.
That's the one thing I love about Clyde Mays. You know, as some of the guys know, as you know,
Yeah.
if you see me in a work video and I'm reaching off to my right, it's usually like coffee or soda or something else. But if I'm reaching off to my left, I'm usually having a mixer or I'm having a straight on the
Yes.
rocks. So, but this is wow.
really. Yeah. So Mike and you know a viewer, whoever that viewer that puts a comment in says they want it, they'll do a meetup or whatever. You can get I'll give you a bottle. I mean, this was so that we could get that flavor in there. Right?
Wait, will you meet up in like dark alleys or will you meet up in?
Only if there is a seedy van involved. You know, I like to meet
Does
up.
it have to have like a unicorn on the side or?
Yes.
Yes, solid. Sleeper bed in the back, please.
Yes, a small window in the back corner. You know, and I like to look out at the stars at night. That is really good, though, man.
It actually took a little bit because Clyde has just a fractional sweetness to it when you drink it out of the bottle, right?
Really?
Yeah, just a fraction of sweetness to it, and that actually took it away.
So I'm look at this. I mean, I'm impressed that I'm actually getting barrel flakes in the bottom of the glass. I mean,
yeah,
that's I'm pretty happy with that barrel. That barrel was not very expensive. If you guys want to do something like this, it was not very expensive and fairly easy to set up. I had to rinse it a handful of times to expand the wood and seal it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then after that,
So post the release of the whiskey,
yeah.
Have you decided what's going in?
No, I haven't. So I have gotten, we have tried, and if anyone else out there knows, I'm looking for a clear, silver, white rum, whatever you guys want to call it. I'm looking for a clear rum to put in there and leave it in there for at least 3 months, which would equate to a year of distill time, or of age time. I'm looking for something to put in there. Now, I don't know what to put in there. Actually, we got two. Sorry, I just noticed it was dripping. Put it on the side.
I turned it too far.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking for something to put in there. We've tried. Liz and I have gotten those spirals that I showed you,
yeah.
And we've tried them in a couple different rums with success and not success at all. Like, some of them went like, okay, now it just tastes like a silver oaky. I'm gonna go mix this in my Coke. It didn't come out very well. So yeah, again, I'm looking for advice. If you guys have any rums out there that you say, hey, I think this would be good, let me know. What I'll do is I'll go get a spiral. So the spirals, if you put a spiral in a 750 milliliter bottle, instead of taking 3 months to get a year, it's only a month. Actually, I think it's even less than that. I think it's 3 weeks, but we did a month.
Yeah.
So after a month, that rum is now quote unquote aged to a year, and those barrels that we have, or those bottles that we have inside, they basically turned similar to this color after we aged them for a month, and we've tried them, and to be honest with you, some of them were good, some of them were bad. We kind of grabbed a bunch of silver rums and said, let's try these. Now I might go and try some of the better silver rums. I kind of went to the mainstream. I think it's probably we've tried probably 3 or 4 now.
So you're going to like a senior citizen's home, or
more like.
Oh, not that silver. Okay,
like what if I'm going to put it in here and age and all this stuff, we've hit the lower level, the bottom shelf kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think we're going to try and step it up a couple levels and try higher.
Yeah.
So, but yep, this is fantastic. We're very enjoying it. It is starting to rain again. Thank you, Sally, for sticking around after 5 days of coming by us. You're still throwing stuff at us.
Long tall Sally.
Oh, Mustang Sally, keep driving, get out of here. So again, this was a good experiment. We'll keep trying it. Put a comment down below. Let us know if you guys want a bottle.
Like, subscribe, Facebook, hit the social media for RumJohn.
Yes, if you're interested in swag, stuff like this, shoot us an email or message us on Facebook or something. Let us know, and the marketing director will get a hold of you and work that out.
Don't worry, your swag won't be from where Kevin's getting his.
Yeah, no, it'll be, because, yeah, nope, it'll be clean. So until then, sit back, relax, have a drink, and enjoy the ride. You know, we will.
Cheers.
Cheers.